Hi guys, and welcome back to Adventures by Kayla. So apparently I tried to film my tack room clean out that I was going to do after girlfriend went to her new home. I was doing a tack room clean out, and apparently all of my film just like deleted. So that's not very good, but I did want to show you my now newly cleaned tack room. First I've got to show you, this is what I do with my bits. I super love them. It's my bit wall. I've always wanted them. It's a little bit of bit tour that I have. I honestly don't use all these very often. I mainly use this one, and some of them are obviously on my bridles. But this is a French link snaffle that's like a sweet iron. Super love that one. But every now and then you do need a different type of bit. Just a little tour here. I got a typical like regular O-ring snaffle, the O-ring sweet iron French link, a D-ring snaffle, a little bit big on the D-ring, so I don't really like that one as much. Right here I've got a D-ring with the sweet iron rollers, and I like it. I wish it was a French link, and then I'd really like it. Then I have a full cheek. That is really good for horses who like want you to kind of pull the bit through their mouth. That is really good instead of using bit guards. I do like that. I've only probably used it on one horse ever. The Kimberwick is a great in-between bit between a snaffle and a curb shanked bit. So this is like the one I like to transition to if I'm looking at going more Western and going more like neck reining type thing. Then I will definitely go into that bit. And then finally I've got our typical, what like our trail horses go in, our curb shank bits, very plain. But yeah, that's once they get to neck reining really easily, this just works out great for one-handed riding. So the only thing I need really is another twisted wire snaffle, because I did sell it with my last horse because she needed a little bit more stopping power on a snaffle bit. So I'd like to get one of those. I'd also maybe like to get a wonder bit. A lot of people like those. I'd like to try that out. But looks like a bit wall that I super love. Of course, I still have my little drawing rack here for my my blankets and stuff like that. Kind of clean this up. Again, this is all my grooming and first aid kit. It's kind of like all stuff right out here, as well as supplements and feed. Kind of have it all out here. All that stuff is like in Harley's stuff right here. Right now I have Gatsby's halter that he's using, as well as his bridle and an extra lead rope currently. See how clean I've kept it. Oh, pretty clean, considering it's been like a week when I was looking at my stuff there. So here's Harley's food, and that's a empty bag that I need another bag of feed to make my trash bag, so I haven't emptied one of those. So my big grouping of halters here, the pony bridle and the kid's helmet goes right there. Harley's shampoo right there, or we got a thermometer. Some spur straps. I never really ride spurs. Every now and then I'll need it, so I just kind of have those for whenever I do wear spurs to help keep them on my boots properly. Some scissors, some noodles for some desensitizing. Up here I've got some of my saddle. So here's my saddle seat for my gaited horses. Never hardly ever use that, but just have it in case. Then I have my jumping saddle. Again, barely use it ever. I like dressage saddles a lot now. For sure prefer it. An all-purpose saddle blanket that is a little bit too small for my dressage saddle. Then some breast collars there. Again, I barely use it except for like maybe we're going to go on a big trail ride or something like that. Some saddle blankets, saddle blanket, saddle blanket. Okay, then right here is my brand new saddle from Double T Saddlery. Make sure you check out my review video down below, and I will link that. And it's like, I like it, but there's been definitely some issues with it. The most of which is that the tie-in to it is way down here, so it makes all my girths way too small, too big. So it needs to be like up here. So that's weird how that does that. My Abetta saddle, which apparently Abetta is out of business, so that's what I actually ride probably the most right now, because this one I can't get girths small enough for it, believe it or not. The pony saddle, and then some extra saddle pads and a saddle that I don't love, but I still have, and I got it at the auction. Some additional feed, as well as some alfalfa pellets, a brand new saddle pad, haven't used yet, a portable wheelbarrow from whenever we go on like weekend horse shows. That is actually one I used on my first horse, and I still have them. It's like a girth and breast collar set. I can't wait to use that again. Okay, and then I have my wash bucket with all my wash supplies in it, as well as a few more saddle pads. In that little bag, I put all my spurs. I have 2 or 3 different types of spurs, but again, barely ever use it. So that's kind of what I'm thinking as far as a good place to store it. I'm gonna put up here my specific dressage ribbons as I get them. I don't really have a bunch of those yet. That's just specific dressage, but I plan to get more. Here's some of my spray bottles, including my disinfectant, my spray and white, from fly spray, that kind of stuff. Okay, then up here I've got some like farm maintenance stuff here. Rat poison, that's always great. Some Roundup. Now I know this is out of the reach of my kids and animals and stuff like that, so no worries there. But there's some more of that like Roundup stuff like that. Some oil for like the weed eater. And then we actually get into like horse like leather cleaner stuff from here, including of course Phoebings. Definitely check them out. Thank you again, Phoebings, for always sending me stuff, so definitely check out those videos down below. Okay, and so then I have some first aid kit that I don't use a lot, like the poultice, and then some extra shampoos and stuff, and Epsom salts. Then down here I have a few other little bits and bobs of that kind of stuff, as well as some like recovery packets and stuff like that. Some rags, these are clean. Some coloring books to actually send off when a horse is sold to a kid. Another grooming bag. Okay, and then we have winter blankets are in these. Okay, then I have my chlorhexidine for disinfecting, as well as my fungal shampoo for whenever I first give a horse a bath, as well as whenever I wash anything that has been any kind of disinfectant things. Some additional stuff. So in here I've got like extra leather pieces, extra tie-down straps, any things that I need to like in case something breaks. These are kind of my quarantine buckets. I've already cleaned them and they're disinfected and ready to go again. But these are kind of my 3 that I use for whenever I have a new horse on property. My measuring stick. Course, these are some things I need to actually take a video of from Phoebings, so definitely check those out. Leave those down below. My most commonly used winter blankets hanging up here because I actually don't have enough space. Crazy. Extra helmets, my girths, my absolute favorite girth, this Airflex girth. I really love it. Not sponsored, but would love to be. I think I'm gonna do a video on that as well. I super love it. But these are all my Western girths. I've now put my harness here for my pony. Right here, as well as some half pads and things like that that I use sometimes. And then that's a saddle pad that I never use. Fountain Taylor saddle sack, absolutely love that. Some English girths that I do use for sure, and then my extra stirrup leathers and stirrups. And then I have all of my extra jump cups for whenever I eventually get more jumps, hopefully, and I have them all ready to go as well. And then right here I have an additional bridle of one of my horses that like for Kid or Cheyenne who doesn't get ridden all the time, but here's one of their bridles. And then here is a pair of biothane reins I just got that I want to switch my kids reins maybe over to. They have the rainbow though, but I may switch like Kids or something over that to it because I sometimes ride him. So but yeah, oh, and I didn't say, here's like an old hay bag. Here's where I put my bridles that I'm not currently using, but I like to keep nice. And in that bag right there is extra lead ropes. And of course, a American flag to practice some desensitization. So yeah, oh, and down here, I've got my boots, all my sport boots, as well as down there is all my parade stuff. So yeah, I mean, it looks kind of like messy when you look at it, but there is a lot of stuff in here in a pretty small area. So super grateful to have this area. And yeah, I love it. Having to have my tack room out here with me with the horses, so nice and easy, especially for just to be for me. I am just so blessed. So thanks so much for watching. God bless, be adventurous, and we'll see you next time. And bye from Adventures by Kayla.